But most of the time, people are really good at just one or two aspects of the triangle, and the third part is holding them back. And in the social dynamics community, the part that I see that holds people back the most is a lack of alignment with this love side. So that's what I'm going to spend most of the time talking about here. Because the other speakers are covering truth. They're covering, teaching you ideas of how to take more action and push, push, push. And that will work for some people. Because if this is the area you need to grow, and you simply just take more action, and you're able to get yourself to do that, great, you will be off and running, and you will make a lot of progress. If on the other hand, you might feel deep down, okay, they're talking about doing all these things, and I just can't see myself doing that. That's not me. What you're seeing in that case is that what they're suggesting is not aligned with your personal desires. Because we all have different desires. We all want different things. It's not personally one of my goals to be able to walk up to women on the street and seduce them in 5 minutes or less and take them home and sleep with them. That might have been something that was fun to me in my 20s. I'm in my 40s now. I just have different goals. I have different interests, different desires. Okay? Everyone in this room has some unique desires. You will see some speakers here that might be really well aligned with what you want. And they'll be great teachers for you. And you might see some speakers here, you just think like, while they're talking, you're getting a little bit excited about it, but when you go home and think about it, by yourself at night, you're like, that's not me. I can't see myself doing that. There's a tendency to then beat yourself up. Like, I'm just not good enough. I'm not measuring up. I need to be brave, or I need to take more action. But the reason you're probably not taking action is that those suggestions are not very well aligned with your personal desires. In other words, it's not quite the path that you want to be on. How do you align more with love? Okay? Well, the first step is to really deeply own your desires. Which means first you have to identify what they are. There's a tendency in the social dynamics community to basically whitewash everybody as if we all have the same desires. And usually it just assumes that everybody just wants lots and lots of sex. Okay? And in speaking to people individually, I know that not everybody has that goal. That's not really the goal everybody has. Some people have that goal. Many people do, but not everyone. And everyone that does have that goal, they all have their own individual variations on it. There's certain types of people they're attracted to, and other types of people they're not. Okay? What you don't want to do is get into this place of groupthink, where you just sort of buy into the idea that you're supposed to have the same desires as every speaker up here. I don't expect you to have the same desires I do. My desires are maybe a little weird, what I like. Okay? But if you can get deeper in touch with what you really want to experience, or what you're curious about, like if you're not even sure if you want something, but you're curious to try it and see if you like it, if you can get deeply in touch with that, it means that to move forward, you've got to release any shame about that desire, any fear about it, any guilt about it. Because in some level, in some way, we block ourselves from really fully owning our desires.